You know what? It's MAGA Hat Monday.
This isn't just a song.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and save us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
What's good, my people? You're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. Adam Schiff again. Boy, oh boy, that Adam Schiff. Apparently, it's not Kilmer Abrego Garcia that's the Maryland man. It's Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff listed a property in Montgomery, Maryland as his mainstay, as his main source of residence. And he's telling interviewers it's really common to get a house close to D.C. and have a house in his home state and all that and blah, 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 but that's not how the law works. Your main residence is where you're representative in Congress. In other words, you can't have Chuck Schumer putting his main property in Virginia, for example. You can't have John Fetterman putting his main property in Montana, because, Chuck Schumer is a New York senator, John Fetterman is a Pennsylvania senator. Adam Schiff is supposed to be a California senator. So what's he doing with a main residence in Maryland? Is he a Maryland Doof? So many levels of hell where the left belong, and they do hellish, heathenish things like try to scam in order to get a better deal. And people in Congress that do that ought to be thrown not in the jail, but under the jail. Adam Schiff, a snake in the grass, hounding Donald Trump over Russiagate. Meanwhile, Russiagate was all Hillary Clinton, Christopher Steele, Barack Obama, and his minions, and the law enforcement apparatus, the FBI, CIA, and other intelligence apparatuses. And so, here we are, folks. Here we are again with Adam Schiff, dealing with Adam Schiff doing his corrupt, shifty stuff. This guy is a classless oof. And there's so many levels of hell, as I said, where this one man belongs. And it's unreal. It's unreal how he thinks he is above the law. He always says Donald Trump is not above the law. No one is above the law. Well, that would include Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff is not above the law. He should be prosecuted to the fullest extent and be in jail. That's right, Adam Schiff. Jail, jail, jail. He should be in jail. This POS tried to get over. He tried to get over on community in Maryland. He He tried to get over on the United States. He tried to get over on the American people. He tried to get over with the Justice Department. And the long arm of the law, man, the long arm of the law, gonna snatch you. Gonna snatch you and drag you out, perp walk you in your lingerie, which is probably what you wear to bed, with a friggin' gag ball hanging around your neck. You sick freak. I heard rumors from people in the hotel business. See, I had family that worked in a couple of hotels. And because I have family that worked in a couple of hotels, it's like a network. Like, for example, baseball players don't only know the players of their own team. They're friends with people from other teams and such. Like that example, Derek Jeter was good friends with Alex Rodriguez while Alex Rodriguez was still playing for Seattle. There are wrestlers that never become WWE wrestlers that are good friends with a lot of WWE wrestlers because of their stints in these other territorial promotions. So it's kind of like that. Like I know mechanics because I'm in the automotive repair industry. So I know mechanics that I've never worked with, but I know them. Because there's always a network in the industry like that. So there are people that know, or that have said, I should say. I'm not saying that they know this for a fact, but they have said that Adam Schiff used to check in at the Marriott, one of the Marriotts, I guess the one in Midtown New York, the one close to the Wall of Astoria there, and order somebody to bring him two adolescent boys. Now, this is probably hearsay, but I wouldn't put it past somebody like Adam Schiff. Like I said, he probably sleeps at night in lingerie with a gag ball either around his neck or popped in his mouth. Adam Schiff is a sleazy, weird creepo. He's a sicko. He is a freak. And he's hiding his own freakiness by going after Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a Republican. The Republican Party is the party of morality. The Democrats are all about that blue-haired freakiness, people with pincushion faces, calling everything either racist, sexist, homophobic, or xenophobic. And the newfangled thing, transphobic. And it's unreal. They call themselves non-binary. They pee themselves because they're confused as to which bathroom to go into. That's your Democratic Party. This is not the same party from which the famous slogans, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and ask not what you could do, ask not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country came from. No, this is not the Democratic Party from which those slogans came from. This is a new breed, and it is a sick creed. A new breed of a sick creed. A very angry, radical brood with no real direction in life that want their leaders to just give everything away so they could suck the life out of a country. And people like Adam Schiff are responsible for that. And I could go on, mention other senators' names: Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, Hillary when she was a senator, Chuck the Schmuck Schumer, of course. But here is where we're at. They love eating their own tail. I hear AOC wants to put in a bid for senator so that Chuck Schumer could be primaried out. Maybe they'll cancel each other out, and some random Republicans to be named later will just slip right in there. Wouldn't that be a wonderful thing? This is coming up next year in 2026. 2026 is going to be a big year. That's when people in Congress in New York are up for re-election. Of course, I'm very satisfied and pleased with my Congresswoman, Nicole Maliotakis. I hear Elise Stefanik would like to run against current governor Kathy Huckster Hochul. We don't know what Republican will go up against Schmuck Schumer, but we do know there's a Democrat, AOC, that wants to run against him. And 2026 is going to be a big year. Adam Schiff will probably spend that year in jail. Probably. I'm not putting it in stone because I would like to see senators and people of Congress behind bars for the blatant corruption they've done and the deflection off of their own corruption to go after Donald Trump. I'd like to see them behind bars for that. But Republicans love to play the high road to a fault. So the future remains to be seen. And the future, let's just put it in God's hands, shall we? Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Follow and share this wonderful content. Tell all your friends about MC Too Tall. Subscribe to my channel. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. Hiss your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, and New York City goth scene ambassador, MC Too Tall. Yeah.